Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan, and this is Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station. And we're going to be playing some retro football 1982 via Action PC Football Dave Koch Incorporated. And today's game, the 2-1 New Orleans Saints, led by Ken Stabler, will face the 3-0 San Francisco 49ers, led by Joe Montana. So, though they have Guido Merkins in at quarterback, I wonder if Stabler got hurt. That would stink. So we will play this game. I am playing as the New Orleans Saints. It's one of the teams I play as in the 1982 retro replay. I also play as the New England Patriots, the New York Giants, the woeful Houston Oilers, the surprisingly good Kansas City Chiefs, and the Minnesota Vikings. I picked one team in each division to play as, and if they play each other, I let the computer play it out. I just simulate it, unless it's the Patriots. I play all Patriots games as I'm a Patriots fan. So San Francisco won the toss, and we are going to kick deep. I'm very curious to see, because I did sim. Oh, Stabler's out. Oh, that stinks. 1 week. Because I believe they played last week in week 3. I'd have to go back and look, but they played another team that I control. I just simmed the game. I just saw the score. So there is no Ken Stabler in this game, which really stinks. All right, well, we'll do our best with Guido Merkins at the helm. I'm going to have to redo that title as I did the Snake versus Montana. All right, we'll kick deep. There's the kickoff. San Francisco to return. Taken down at the 19-yard line. Dana McLemore on the return. So San Francisco will start off 1st and 10 at their 19. Quarterback, Joe Montana. Running back are Jeff Moore and Earl Cooper. Wideouts are Freddie Solomon and Dwight Clark. Tight end, Russ Francis. Tackle, Keith Fonhorst. Guard, Randy Cross. Center, Fred Quinlan. Guard, John Ayers. Tackle, Lindsey Mason. New Orleans, we're actually going to play a 3-4. Defensive end, Reggie Lewis. Nose tackle, Derlin Moore. Defensive end, Bruce Clark. One cornerback, Johnny Poe. The other cornerback, Dave Waymer. Outside linebacker, Ricky Jackson. Inside linebacker, Dennis Winston. Inside linebacker, Ed Simonini. Outside linebacker, Rob Nairn. One safety, Russell Gary. And the other safety, Frank Waddlet. So, that's the defensive alignment here. We're going to play our defensive line in. San Francisco basically throws the ball half the time on 1st down, so we're going to play a short zone basic. Montana back to pass. He fires, hits Solomon, who splits the short zone. Pickup of 18. 1st and 10 on the San Francisco 37. All right, player defensive line in. Let me... Okay. I'm going to try to set up another window so you can see when I bring up for the substitutions. I've been trying to do that, so let's see if I can quickly do that. Wow, that's awful. Let's go to a new game capture. And hit OK. And do a specific window. Here we go. Game capture 2. No. Cancel. Okay, we got that. And back to the game. Alright, so I successfully brought up, I've been trying to do this. I try to set up with hotkeys. Didn't work. Alright, so I was just looking to see what other linebackers I have right now, and we're going to have to stick with this guy. Rob Nair. Alright, sorry about that. 1st and 10, ball on the San Francisco 37-yard line. Player defensive line in. We're going to play... Why, Dwight Clark's a 10 against my Waymer, who's a 6, so they got the advantage there. Freddie Solomon's only a 4, and Poe's a 6, so we're going to play zone and run. Montana back to pass. He's looking for Clark, and he hits Clark for 15 yards. So 1st and 10, ball on the New Orleans 48-yard line. All right, defensive line in. We're going to play zone. Actually, you know what? We're going to play man. Double Clark. And who's our best? We're going to send Nair on the blitz. They're not going to let us do that, so we're going to double Clark. We're going to play pass. Montana back to pass. He's going to dump it down to Moore. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Montana's going to be in shotgun, split backs. Let's give him a little 3-3 nickel here. Defensive line in. They're going to run. I have a feeling they're going to try to run a draw, but they throw the ball a lot. In 82, the San Francisco couldn't run the ball well. They were coming off their Super Bowl victory in 81. Man, that's a horrible picture of Joe Montana, don't you think? Let's see. Give me your opinion if you're watching. I mean, it's not a good picture of Joe. Not very manly, that's for sure. Anyway, all right. 2nd and 10, ball on the New Orleans 48-yard line. San Francisco's picking up chunks of yardage through the air. All right, we're going to play man, and we're going to send Jackson and Nair and pass. So we're blitzing 2 linebackers. Oh, they're dumping down with a screen to Cooper. Picked up 9 yards. That screen got burnt. I mean, the blitz got burnt on the screen. Gonna play in. Go back to our 3-4 alignment. We're going to play short zone. we're going to key more on the run. No, Montana fakes it, passes, incomplete. So they try to hit more on the screen, so it brings up 4th and 1. So now the 49ers are in I formation. Cooper and Moore behind Montana. We're going to go with a 4-3. Play our defensive line in tight. And we're going to send... We're going to play man. We're going to send 3 linebackers. We're actually going to play tight man. So we're going to have to get a bump here. If we don't get a bump, this could be a big play if they try to pass. We're going to play run. Montana, back to pass. He throws, dumps it down to Moore. Tackle by Poe. Nice play call. The blitz, we blitzed 3 linebackers, got picked up. All right, back to the 3-4. So 1st and 10, ball on the New Orleans 27-yard line. San Francisco, 6 plays, 54 yards, chewing up 2:43 a clock. Defensive line in. We're going to play man. We're going to double. Who's covering Francis? Jackson, man. So we're going to double Francis and Clark, and we're going to play pass. Montana with the sweep to Moore. He gets around the corner. He's got the first down and more. 18-yard gain. Finally tackled by Ed. Simone makes the tackle. First tackle of the game for him. Reggie Lewis. Let's bring in Wilkes to spot him. Let's keep Moore in the game right now. Let's bring Warner in. Keep our defensive line fresh. Our linebackers are still pretty good. We're going to play a zone basic. Montana back to pass. He fires over the middle for Francis. Incomplete as it's tipped away by Waymer. There's an injury on the field for New Orleans. Moore, the defensive tackle, shaken up. They'll take a look at him. His return is probable. So Tony Elliott comes in for Moore. 2nd and goal for the San Francisco 49ers. We're going to play our defensive line in. We're going to play zone. And once again, we're going to play basic. Ball's given to Moore. He goes touchdown. And the extra point is good. 7-0. San Francisco in this battle for first place in the 1982 NFC West. Let's quickly just go back. And inside trap to Moore. Got some really good blocking. They basically chewed up and spit out the New Orleans Saints defense on that drive. 7-0. The 82 San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kickoff. 8 yards deep. We'll down it in the end zone. And we have no Ken Stabler. We have one quarterback, Guido Merkins, whose rating was 38.3. This is going to be an ugly game, folks. All right. So at quarterback, the backup, Guido Merkins, great name. Not that good of a player. At running back, Wayne Wilson. At the other running back, Jimmy Rogers. At wideout, Jeff Groth. Not a bad receiver there. He's got a 7 rating up against the Ronnie Lott, who's an 8. At the other wideout, Lindsey Scott. We got a matchup here of a 5 versus a 3, so we're going to have to exploit that. At tight end, Hobie Brenner. Tackle, Dave Loffrey. Guard, Louis Ober. Center, John Hill. Guard, Brad Edelman. tackle, Stan Brock. San Francisco defense. Defensive end, Fred Dean. Defensive tackle, John Hardy. Defensive tackle, Pete Kugler. Defensive end, Jim Stuckey. At one corner, Ronnie Lott. At the other corner, Lynn Thomas. Outside linebacker, Keena Turner. Middle linebacker, Jack Hacksaw Reynolds. Outside linebacker, Willie Harper. One safety, Carlton Williamson. At the other safety, Dwight Hicks. So we have a matchup right here. This is where our advantage is. Lindsey Scott against Thomas. As you can see, 5 versus a 3. So we're going to go play action fake, and we're going to try to hit Scott. Short slant to Lindsey Scott. They're keying that. We're going to go dive with Rodgers. Rodgers goes up the middle. Pickup of 3. So 2nd and 7. As Merkins called out of the slant. 2nd and 7 here. Wayne Wilson. That's a nice matchup here against the number 3 Turner if we want to pass to him. 1. So we're going to go to Wilson. Screen to Wilson. Merkins back to pass. He dumps it to Wilson. Oh, he can't connect up with Wilson. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 on the New Orleans 23-yard line. All right, so is Earl Cooper... who else is out? Rodgers is out. Okay. This is going to be an ugly game, folks. All right, 3rd and 7. We're going to split Wilson out wide. That's going to give us the matchup on Turner. We're going to go shotgun with Merkins. Rodgers and Brenner to block. We're going to look for Wilson to pick up the 7 yards. On the short slant to Wilson, Merkins back to pass. And he can't connect up with Wilson, and it's 4th and 7, and New Orleans is forced to punt. Russell Erxelben, wow, what a name for a punter, will punt deep. There's the punt. San Francisco back to receive. Good coverage by the New Orleans special team.
Defense.
Oh, my God.
5-yard penalty.
Oh, offsides defense. We will accept that. Makes it a 4th and 2. But we're still going to punt again as we're not going for it in our own territory. So we will once again punt deep. Angle punt this time. San Francisco on the return. That's a big return. Fumble! Yes! New Orleans recovers on the Solomon from his 30. Is drilled by Pelora. He fumbles. Recovery by Laffrey. That's the break New Orleans needed as they'll take over on the San Francisco 43-yard line. 1st and 10. We're going to go shotgun. And we're going to go max protect. Running backs are going to stay in the block. Brenner's going to stay in the block. We're going to go to Scott. And we're going to go bomb fly. Merkins back to pass. He fires deep to Scott, and he missed him. He overthrew him. Scott looked open. Oh, Hicks gets the tip on it. All right, we're going to stay in shotgun. We're going to put Wilson out wide. And we're going to go Rodgers. Dive. Let's see if we can catch them. Rodgers on the dive. And the 49ers are not fooled at all. No gain. Fred Dean on the tackle for San Francisco. Brings up 3rd and 10. We're going to go Wilson. Screen. Merkins. Screen set up. And he cannot connect up with Wilson. As Merkins was scrambling. A lot of pressure brought by San Francisco there. Ronnie Lott deflects the ball away. 4th and 10. So, New Orleans with Guido Merkins, the backup quarterback, starting for the injured Ken Stabler. They can't take advantage of the turnover. And New Orleans will punt once again. We're going to punt deep. There's the punt. Goes into the end zone. Touchback. I'm going to play a 3-4. Clark to come in. Keep Moore in the game. And Lewis. We're going to have to adjust that because that screen is not coming up properly in OBS. Why is that? I apologize. Let's do window capture. Game capture 3. No. Window capture 1. Cancel. That's window capture 2. Game capture. Well, we're just going to get rid of that window capture, as that's not working properly. Alright, I got to figure that out. Alright, back to the game. Sorry about that, folks. 1st and 10, San Francisco has the ball on their own 20 after the punt went into the end zone. We're going to play zone, defensive line in, basic. Montana hands off to Moore, who's smothered by the front 7 of the New Orleans Saints. Ricky Jackson on the tackle. Gain of 1 brings up 2nd and 9. Ball on the San Francisco 21-yard line. New Orleans shifts their defensive line in. We're going to play zone. Pass. Montana back to pass, looking to dump the ball on a screen to Moore, who picks up the first down, 11-yard gain. Tackle by Russell Gary. That's the 2nd tackle of the game. Again, defensive line in. Man. Run. Montana, quick hitter, was trying to hit Francis on the short hitch, incomplete. 2nd and 10, ball on the San Francisco 32-yard line. New Orleans switches to a 3-3 nickel, defensive line in. Jackson will be coming on the blitz. They're going to play man. Going to double Clark on the medium. Pass. And Jackson sacks Montana. Big play by the New Orleans defense. Will bring up 30 and 16 as the blitz worked to perfection there. Alright, we'll stay with the 3-3 nickel. San Francisco has a split backfield, 2 wideouts, 1 tight end, but Francis is split out wide. We're going to play zone, and we're going to send Jackson again. Actually, we're going to play a little deeper zone. And we'll send Jackson. We're going to play pass. There goes Jackson on the blitz. And Montana is... What happened there? Oh, it was a reverse. No, he's sacked. So, Bruce Clark with a sack. So they're watching Jackson, and Clark came off the end. So back-to-back sacks brings up 4th and 22. New Orleans defense keeping him in the game early on. So after that horrendous first drive, by the New Orleans defense, where they just gave up yards in chunks and bunches and a 7-point lead. They've come back with ferocity on special teams with a fumble recovery, and now back-to-back sacks, forcing San Francisco to punt. We're going to put the punt return on. We need a good return here. Groth calls for a fair catch, so New Orleans will start on their own 36-yard line, 6:28 to go in the first quarter. And let's try to get a run game going here. Stan Brock, 6 for run blocking. Brad Edelman, 7 for run blocking. John Hill, 6 for run blocking. Stuckey's a 6 to stop the run. Kugler's a 5. All right. So we're going to go Wayne Wilson, off tackle right. Ball is given to Wilson. Pickup of 2 off tackle brings up 2nd and 8. So we try to trick him by running the other way. We only picked up 2 yards. And now we're going to go Wilson, off tackle left. Ball's given to Wilson, and he's met by the front 7 of the San Francisco 49ers, and he only picks up another 2 yards and bring up 3rd and 6. Jack Reynolds on the tackle. So 3rd and 6. Let's see if New Orleans can convert here. What can Merkins do on the run? He's not that mobile. Okay, that wasn't a good idea. So 3rd and 6. We're going to put Wilson out wide. And we're going to go Wilson. Oh, that's Rodgers. I'm going to put Wilson out wide. We're going to go Wilson, short out. Merkins back to pass, looking for Wilson. And he completes it, but only for a 2-yard gain. Oh, man. Brings up 4th and 4. Once again, New Orleans will have to punt as their offense is totally anemic with Guido Merkins at quarterback. New Orleans to punt deep. San Francisco on the return. Hicks catches that to 13, 4-yard return, 45-yard punt. Cream on the tackle. 1st and 10, San Francisco 17-yard line. Montana at quarterback, split backfield, 2 wideouts, 1 tight end. New Orleans is in a 3-4. Defensive line in. Zone. Basic. Montana back to pass. He's looking. He fires over the middle, and it's caught by Russ Francis, who was tackled by Gary. That's Gary's 3rd tackle, but that's a pickup of 22 yards. And they've been picking up, when they pick up passes, they're picking them up in chunks and bunches. Once again, 3-4. Defensive line in. Man. Jackson on the blitz. Pass. Montana back to pass. Quick hitter. Incomplete. Jackson was blitzing. Montana threw quickly to Francis. To no avail. 2nd and 10. Ball on the San Francisco 39-yard line. We're going to go to a 3-3 nickel with 2nd and 10. Defensive line in. Going to send Jackson in there. And we're going to double Clark. Pass. It's a handoff to Moore. He breaks through the line. Struggling for extra yards. A gain of 8 will bring up 3rd and 2. Tackled by Ricky Jackson. They beat the blitz with trap right to Jeff Moore. New Orleans goes to a 4-3. Line in tight. Tight man. And run Moore. Montana back to pass. He's going to throw. Complete to Clark. Gain of 15. So New Orleans was looking run. Montana, quick hitter to Dwight Clark. 1st and 10 on the New Orleans 38. Back to the 3-4. Defensive line in. Jackson to blitz. Zone. Basic. Montana back to pass. He's looking. He fires over the middle. And Clark is in for a touchdown. Extra point good. San Francisco up 14-0. Let's quickly go back. So New Orleans was showing blitz. Jackson was blitzing. Montana faded back to pass. Long in to Clark. Complete running room touchdown. Dwight Clark, 3 receptions, 68 yards, and a TD. Let's see what Montana is he's having a very good day. Montana, 8 of 13 for 140 yards. 14-0. Returns on, 5-yard deep in the end zone. New Orleans would down it. All right, we're going to have to switch some things up here. We're going to go to 4 wideouts. Wayne Wilson in the backfield. We're going to try to spread out this San Francisco defense. We're going to go Wilson, and we're going to go trap left. Ball's given to Wilson. Breaks through the line. And that looks like a pickup of 9 yards. All right. Now we're going to stay with the 4 wideouts. This is spreading out the San Francisco defense. And we're going to go Wilson. Once again, trap left. Ball's given to Wilson. He busts through the line. He picks up 5.
Holding.
Oh,
Offense.
man, holding.
Number
Jesus.
66, 10-yard penalty.
That was our first down, too. For all of 3 seconds. So a holding call nullifies the first down run. Brings up 2nd and 11. Wayne Wilson, he's at 95, so we're going to sub him out. We're going to bring in Hokie Gajan. I actually remember Hokie. How sad is that? All right, 2nd and 11. We're going to go to Gajan. Trap left as we're going to continue to pound that left side, and Gajan smothered. No gain. There's an injury on the field to Kugler, shaken. Out of this game plus 2 weeks, so that's a big injury for the San Francisco 49ers in this game and going forward. So 3rd and 11 coming up. And we're going to go back to Wilson. We're going to put Wilson out wide. We're going to put Guido Merkins in shotgun. We need 11 yards. We have absolutely no matchups here. Well, we could go to Jeff Groff. He's our best receiver at a 7, but he's covered by Ronnie Lott, who's an 8. They have the slight advantage there. So we're going to try to hit Wilson again. We're going to go Wilson. We need 11 yards. We're going to go medium slant to Wilson. Merkins back to pass. Looking for Wilson. He throws, and it's incomplete on the medium slant. Well covered by Turner. San Francisco's defense will once again force New Orleans to punt. New Orleans to punt deep. Here comes the return. Good coverage by the Saints. As San Francisco will start on their own 41-yard line. As it was only a 5-yard return by Solomon, tackled by Simonini. Saints will go to a 3-4. Defensive line in. They're going to send Jackson on the rush. Play zone. Basic. Montana trap right, it looked like. And Bill Ring is tackled after a 2-yard gain. Ricky Jackson, that's his 4th tackle of the game. 2nd and 8, ball on the San Francisco 43-yard line. Again, we're going to play defensive line in. So they got Moore and Bill Ring in the backfield. This time we're going to send Nari on the blitz, leave Jackson back. We're going to play pass. Here comes Nari. It's picked up. Oh, man. 17-yard gain to Dwight Clark on the medium hitch. So it's been pitch and catch all day for the 49ers and their quarterback Joe Montana to his receivers. Clock is running with 33 seconds to go in what's been a miserable first quarter for the New Orleans Saints as they're down 14-0 and San Francisco's driving for more. Defensive line in. Montana in shotgun. We're going to send Jackson and Nair. We're going to play man. Pass. Montana back to pass. He tries to dump it down to the screen. Winston pancakes him. Loss of 3. Big hit. And that's how the first quarter will end. So, after one quarter, San Francisco 14, New Orleans 0. This is Al Red Sox fans signing off until the second quarter, saying thank you for watching. Hope all is well. Health and happiness. God bless.